Well, it seems almost hard to believe, but we've made it to the 2-week mark here, and the reason why I say it's hard to believe is that it feels like it's been longer than that. But, yeah, it feels pretty good, you know? 2 whole weeks without smoking a cigarette. So, yeah, if you're here with me doing this, let me know how you're doing in the comments section. Are you having a good time? Are you having a bad time? Are you having an easy time? Medium time? Small time? Because I think people are curious about, you know, maybe they want to stop smoking, but they're curious to know whether it's going to be a difficult time or not. And nobody wants to rip their own hair out because they're super stressed that they can't have a cigarette, right? But to be honest, that has not been my experience at all. Rather, it's mostly just been another day. So, yeah. With that being said, I don't really have a whole lot to say today. It's been just like any other day, you know, just without cigarettes. Except that we've hit a milestone of 2 whole weeks. And in 2 more weeks, we'll pretty much be at that 30-day mark, which I'm not really following the calendar, but once we get to the 30-day mark, I'm going to call that pretty much, the 1 month mark. And, when I made my week 1 video, or in thereabouts, I had posed the question whether it would be sufficient enough for me to just do a weekly video, because making a daily video, it's a little bit of a time thing, right? It's not that much. It's not like I'm making edits after every time I say and whatnot, because I'm not. But I feel kind of like, the people on social media that have to make a post about every single little thing, right? And I'm not doing this for attention. I want to make that abundantly clear. I'm not doing this for attention. I'm not doing this for praise. I initially did this because I felt like I needed the extra accountability, because I did not announce to anybody that I know personally that I was going to be doing this, right? So pretty much everybody that knows that I used to smoke, they don't know that I don't smoke anymore. Although, I'm sure they probably have their suspicions that maybe I stopped, but it isn't really my business to care, right? But yeah, so the point of these videos was to hold myself more accountable. And I initially didn't care whether people would see these videos or not. And what ended up happening is that these videos have gotten a little bit more attention than I thought they might, for being basically a brand new YouTube channel with no followers, or subscribers rather. And since last week, I made my video last week, my subscriber count has more than doubled. And it's kind of insane to me that my day 0 video has been seen almost 1,000 times already, and it's it's really weird to me to have that many people see me being vulnerable. But Yeah. But as a result of that, I've come to realize that, even if these days are pretty easy for me to get through, it's just the act of being able to upload a video and say, hey, I'm still here, I'm still doing this, we're not smoking cigarettes. For somebody else that might be on the fence, or they know they should stop smoking and they just need that extra bit of gumption to get through it, right? I don't know, I guess that's what I had hoped that these videos, if they didn't get seen at all, that's fine. But the fact that they are being seen, I just greatly hope that people find value in this, even if they don't care. If you don't care about what I have to say, just the fact that I'm still taking part in this. If that makes you more inclined to, follow through with your own ambition that you're feeling held back on, maybe you want to make that decision, but you're just not quite ready, or you are ready, but there's just that invisible thread that's holding you back, right? I hope that this can provide that motivation, because it's like I said, it's been fairly easy for me. I think I've had a few benefits already so far since we've done this, right? Firstly, it's the fact that I'm not spending money like I was, right? My bank account was bleeding every day because I would basically be buying a pack every day, and people probably would just buy a carton of cigarettes if they were in my shoes, because usually you tend to plan in advance, right, for the future. But I knew that I wanted to stop, so I was like, yeah, I'll just buy a pack, and then I'll just buy a pack, because I didn't want to have a fucking whole carton of cigarettes on my hands, mainly because I knew I'd probably smoke them a lot faster if I did. But secondly, I didn't feel like I wanted to sink all of that money into one cost for all of these cigarettes that hopefully I wouldn't have to smoke. So, yeah, my budget's I feel like I can finally get things dialed down, right? Because I'm not bleeding money, an unknown amount of money every week, because I don't know how many packs of cigarettes I'd have to smoke for a week, right? So that's been nice. My energy levels have seemingly increased, at least while I'm at work. There's not any sort of resistance to like getting things done where I feel like I have to do something first in order to get something done. It's just, well, I'll just go and do it, right? That's been nice. Although, cigarettes used to kind of perk me up. Like if I would get a little tired, say I got the 2 p.m. coffee crash or whatever you want to call it, a cigarette would perk me up and be like, all right, I'm back in the fold, right? I'm ready to get going again. And without that, I did notice, in the first week or so, I would kind of, succumb to being flagged, my energy levels being flagged a little bit. But that's kind of past now. I don't really experience that a whole lot. And if I do get kind of sleepy, I just get up and start moving around and, maybe do some jumping jacks or something for 30 seconds. Just enough to kind of shake the sleep off, like rust off of a pipe or something, right? So, yeah. My nose, I've always been able to smell pretty well, but my nose seems to be able to pick up on more minute scents and things like that. And my dreams have been pretty crazy the last few nights, but that's pretty much to be expected, I feel like. I didn't have that really a whole lot during week 1, but the second week has been a little bit more vivid. And yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at. Once I hit the 30-day mark, I'm probably gonna take a chill pill on uploading daily videos in this series. Primarily because I know that once I reach the 1 month mark, things will be a lot easier, and if you're following along with me, I imagine that things will be much easier for you too, and you won't have to, there wouldn't be much of a reason for you to check on these videos if you need that extra motivation, right? Because what they say is it takes 21 days to form a habit. And I've also felt like it takes almost twice as long to break a habit. But, I don't know. Once you get that 30-day mark, I feel like we'll all be riding pretty on that boat, right? Be a smooth sailing. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Other than that, I don't really have a whole lot to say. Life has been life, right? So with that, I will catch you tomorrow. And I just want to say before I sign off here that I want to thank everybody who's came by and given me words of encouragement, but also to the people that have taken this to heart and have decided to take part in this journey with me on their own terms, right? It really does feel like I'm a part of something bigger. Like it keeps me more obligated to stay in what I'm doing, right? Because I could go and smoke cigarettes if I wanted to. And that was the whole point of the language test, right? Using stop instead of quit, is that I have a choice. But I'm feeling pretty good about this. I don't know. I'm not gonna say never, right? I'm not gonna say never. There might be a time where, way down the road, maybe tobacco will rear its head, but I'm just happy to be in the act of not doing right now, and I think that's pretty much the hardest part is to just start, right? Like start not doing, and we pretty much got a good handle on that now that we're 2 weeks down. So yeah, so with that, I will say I'll catch you all tomorrow, and wish you a lovely day, a lovely night, or whenever you see this. And yeah, so thank you.